Hi everyone, it's Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a story time. Of when I basically had a stalker that I met in the mental hospital, and he was convinced that he was in love with me. I actually have two stalkers. One of them's my friend's dad, but that's a different story. So pretty much this happened in my first admission. Now, I guess some people would say I was sheltered. When it came to stuff like finances or like financially, I was not sheltered because of my family going through financial troubles and all that stuff. But because of me really not having a social life in high school, I was very sheltered when it came to relationships and drugs and alcohol. I didn't even know what withdrawal was until I went to Horsham. I'm not lying. I literally didn't know that happened when you stopped using certain drugs. This happened my second admission. It was my first admission to Horsham. I was 19 years old. And I was there for about, I think, 2 weeks, when he came. What should his name be? I don't want to use his real name. What should his name be? Joey. Okay, so Joey, he was a year older than me. He came on the unit, and he was just, like, very friendly, like, really talkative with everyone. And I found out he was literally just there, and that's why he was talking to everyone, because he knew some of the people already. And I, like, introduced myself, whatever. Hi, my name's Stephanie. And so yeah, I thought he was cool, but we talked and stuff, and I really didn't think much of it, to be honest. I just thought he was a nice guy. I didn't have romantic feelings for him because I had a boyfriend at the time, but I just thought of him as a friend. And apparently I was oblivious to a lot of stuff, and my roommate said that he thought I was pretty and all that stuff, and I didn't really think much of it. I was just like, oh, okay, he thinks I'm pretty, whatever. One incident where there was a big room where we had groups, and then there was a little lounge thing, and we were in there, and I don't know if there was a level, or a level's basically when someone's freaking out and staff from other units have to come to calm down the situation. But I think there was something going on. There was something going on in the nurse's station. This girl was bipolar, and she was kind of paranoid. I mean, that was part of her mania. And she thought it was glaring at her, which wasn't at all. So she was freaking out over that. So the text just said, just stay in this room and we'll take care of it, whatever. And we were just talking because it was just me and him. And he was saying how he imagined us married and on the beach and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I have a boyfriend. And he's like, yeah, I know, but I imagine that sometimes. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And then the texts were reporting that I was getting too close to him, which I didn't think I was. A social worker, what's her name be? I'm gonna make a name for her too. Jenna, let's call her Jenna. Jenna was just like, we're concerned because we're afraid you're gonna be getting too close with him. I was like, I'm really not, at all. And she's like, you have to be careful with him. We know stuff that you don't, and we really want you to back off and separate for a little bit. And she's like, I don't want you to become a victim again, all this stuff. And me with my stupid brain, I'm like, these people have no idea what they're fucking talking about. He's nice, we're just friends, nothing's going on weird. And then we were in the lounge thing another time. I think it was the same day. And he tried to give me a back rub, and I was just like, what are you doing? And one of the nurses saw, and she reported it to Jenna, my social worker. And then we were in Medline, and he tried to grab my ass, and I was like, I'm gonna get your ass in trouble. That's what I said. And I think my social worker thought I was serious, I was flirting with him, which I wasn't. I was just telling him you're gonna get your ass in trouble if you keep doing that. She pushed me aside again and she's like, we are very concerned about you getting too close to Joey. I really advise you to stay away from him. And I was just like, no, you guys don't know what you're talking about. You have years and years of experience in this field, but you have no idea what you're talking about. That's basically what I thought. So I didn't think much of it. There was a room with a piano, and he came in. And it's because sometimes people listen to me when I play piano. And he gave me this note. And it basically said that he was in love with me. And, like, talking about certain parts of my body, about, like, how he likes to stare at, like, my boobs and stuff. And, like, what he imagines our life to be. And I was just, like, reading it, like, what? And then the following day, I had to have a meeting with, like, my social worker, my psychiatrist. Like, it was a huge meeting. I was like, what the fuck, am I in trouble? And because it wasn't usually my treatment, they had a treatment team every week, and it wasn't my day to have a treatment team. So I was kind of, like, concerned of, like, what they were, like, talking to me about. And they basically said that they want me to stay away from Joey. And they're like, does he do anything that makes you uncomfortable? I was like, I mean, he does say he has a crush on me. I mean, he did write me this note. And it kind of, like, creeped me out a little bit. And I showed it to Jenna, and she's just like, she got mad, actually. Like, she was like, I do not want you to become a victim again. And, like, all this stuff. She's like, you don't know, we want you to stay away from him. And she was just, like, angry, but I think it was more of, like, she, like, cared a lot. And so he had to go in the meeting, and they basically had to separate us. So he had to went to another unit. And, like, I felt so bad. And then after he got transferred, he still tried, like, to talk to me and stuff. Like, when we went outside for a smoke break, there was, like, the other unit he was at, there was a big window, and he just has her, like, his arms like this, and he's just smiling at me. And I'm just like, hi. And then when I found out, after he left, I found out other stuff. Apparently I was oblivious to this. Apparently he was telling all the other patients, like, what he wanted to do with me. He wanted to tie me up on the bed. Like, he wanted to do this, that. And everyone thought it was funny because I had no idea. Like, he was saying this stuff. I was like, and then after I was discharged, he tried to contact me because, me being an idiot, after 3 days of knowing him, I decided to give him my phone number, my social media information, my address. Like, I gave him all my contact info with knowing him 3 days. So because of that, he tried to stalk me, like, online. And I had to block him, and then he would, like, make new accounts to follow me, and then I would just block him again. My other stalker I have does the same thing. They just, like, make new accounts. And, oh my god. So yeah, he's blocked on all my social media because he got, like, really, really creepy outside the hospital. So, and also, I guess if a staff member in a mental hospital tells you something, they probably know what they're talking about, especially if they have years and years of experience. So yeah, that was my story time about my mental patient being in love with me and then stalking me. Like, subscribe. I'm trying to be more active because I have a lot of free time. But like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.